Hello, flute friend, and welcome to my online studio. My name is Monica Bailey, and I am delighted to be tuning into the joys of music with you, with a fond memory from my youth. This is a story about how the right teacher, the right piece, and the right moment in a student's life can all conspire to create abundant musical gifts. Gifts to be enjoyed for a lifetime. The Madrigal by Philippe Gaubert stands out to me as one of the top 10 pieces I have ever learned to play. Partly because the flute and piano are so luscious together, but also because of the way it was taught to me by Laurel Ryd. For starters, she gave me this piece at the perfect time in my life. It was a culmination of many techniques that we had studied together, like breathing, vibrato, and tuning. As the definition of madrigal implies, this madrigal is full of rhythm. The flute part has duple subdivisions, meaning 2 or 4 notes per beat, and the piano accompaniment has predominantly triplet subdivisions. These polyrhythms are so stimulating to me, like ear candy. I love both the complexity and the blend of the overlapping duple and triple rhythms. Laurel is very fond of saying there are 2 types of flutists, and then she will finish the sentence with 2 sides of a particular topic. This beautifully illustrates both the edges and the middle of 2 extremes. Let's say that in the course of our study of the madrigal, she told me, "Now, Monica, there are 2 types of flutists, those who like to count the rhythm and those who like to feel the rhythm." While I was rocking out to the feel of the madrigal, Laurel gently tapped me on the arm to interrupt and ask, "Monica, do you see that group of notes?" Pointing at 2 16th notes and an 8th note. You played it as 1/8 and 2 16th notes. And actually it's ti-ti-ta, not ta-ti-ti. Of course, being caught up in the romantic feeling of the piece, I had completely missed the reversed position of the 16th notes. However, she approached my rhythm mistake with such a light heart and gently guiding words, I was drawn to figure it out. Ti-ti-ta, ti-ti-ta, ti-ti-tiri-tiri-ta, ti-ti-ti-ti-ti-ta-ta-ta. At the time the madrigal was introduced into my life, I had a fair bit of playing experience and felt confident enough to try certain things on my own. But no matter how much you know about music, you always have lots to learn. As well as the 2 16th notes and an 8th note rhythm, I had never had a piece that asked me to breathe in the middle of a crescendo before. If this is new to you too, let's just say that it is a lot easier to breathe during a rest or a silence, or when a phrase is tapering off, creating an opportune microsecond to catch some air. So when Laurel said, "Monica, let's see if you can sustain that dotted quarter note right up to the very last second before you sneak a breath to complete the crescendo," well, it sounded complicated to me. But because of the emotional build of the music, it also made sense to me. I remember trying so hard to balance the needs of the piece with my own need to breathe. And to this day, I am trying to improve that part of the music in pursuit of its elusive perfection. Now, if there are two types of flutists, those who love to play loud and those who love to play soft, I was definitely the kind of flutist who liked to play loud. So when asked, "Do you see the P for soft?" I wasn't sure how I was going to change the volume of air I was blowing. But this is the beauty of a teacher's experience. As well as encouraging me to play softer, Laurel would acknowledge my nervous hesitation by saying, "Start as soft as you can and build to the louder moments." Truth be told, there were many things I found intimidating about the technical elements of the piece, and many days that I felt like giving up on the tricky high notes. However, I was passionate about the madrigal's revitalizing musicality, and because of Laurel's "there are two types of flutists" analogies, I never felt pressured, only guided. Her gentle words drew me to explore the things less familiar to me so that I could overcome my fears and develop more of my abilities. I was nurtured out of my comfort zone and into my fuller potential. We all bring something to the music we play, but we need the support of other flutists in order to blossom. And so to the madrigal, which I still love to play, I say yay. And to my teacher, who so generously encouraged me to flourish, I say, two flutists are definitely better than one. Thank you, Laurel, for your continuous warmth, humor, and musical wisdom. And thank you, listeners, for tuning into my story of ancestral gratitude. You never know what you might learn by listening to others. I sincerely hope that you will find time to share some of your great teaching stories in community comments. May you be creating many wonderful musical moments of your own, or being inspired to try new things. And happy fluting!